Mental health is really important, especially in athletics. Playing a sport and being a student athlete is one of the hardest things I think anybody can do. So I think making sure that your mind is always in it and that you're always committed to everything you're doing on the course, in the classroom, wherever you play your sport, I think that's just so important.
To me, mental health means just being able to not let my performance dictate the way I feel and just determine my emotions and being able to control that.
Yeah, I would say sometimes it's challenging, but just knowing that the only way to excel from those losses is just to learn, and knowing that my teammates and my coaches are going to have my back no matter what, so that unwavering support definitely helps, and just learning and growing from every opportunity.
Of course, it's hard to stay positive after a loss. You always want to win, but I think I stay positive just thinking that it's not the end of the world. You have another game coming up, and if it's the end of the season, you have another season coming up. So yeah, that's how I try to think positive.
Usually I stay positive after a loss by realizing that the mistakes that me and my team made in the game don't define us, and trying to look at the loss with more of a logical mindset than an emotional one, and not tying it to my worth or who I am as a person, and realizing that those mistakes can happen, looking at them logically and moving forward.
My biggest strategy to work through a mental block is to just talk with family and friends. The people who know me best, the people who know my heart, know my goals, know my direction, and just talk it out with them, get it out of my mind and hear and listen to their advice.
Honestly, I just have to remember that there are so many people that love and support me every day, and if I can just keep reminding myself that I'm so much further from where I was 10 years ago, and how grateful that my 12-year-old self, 14-year-old self would be to be where I am, then it kind of makes me express more gratitude for the place I am, and it makes that mental block seem so much smaller than how big it's made up to be in my head.
I'm lucky that I have my parents. Even if they are not here, they are supporting me. We have calls daily, and they are watching me on tournaments. They are my #1 fans, so this means a lot to me.
I saw an interesting video that talked about mental health and how the same part of the brain that functions for anxiety is also the same part that functions for gratitude. So if you find yourself feeling anxious, try to find something to be grateful for, and your brain can't physically do both at the same time.
Handling the pressure of being a student athlete is not an easy task. It's not something you're expected to know immediately when you walk on campus, but it's something that you've got to start doing immediately. So it's a really hard task. It's something that you have to learn as you grow. But I have handled the pressure of becoming a student athlete by the people around me, by having a really strong family support system, and by joining a program and surrounding myself by people that want me to do better. It makes me want to do better.